Now coming to classification of antimalarial. This is the continuation of last class related to antimalarial. So antimalarial drugs are classified into based upon their chemical classification, based upon therapeutic classification. So therapeutic classification is nothing but based upon the therapeutic uses. They are classified into so many types. So one is prophylactic agents, second one is clinical cure. Okay, they are used for the clinical attacks of malaria. So third one is radical cure, fourth one is gametocidal. Okay, so prophylactic agents, again two types. One is casual prophylactic agents and suppressive prophylactic agents. Casual prophylactic agents examples, primaquine and progranil. So these casual prophylactic agents, they destroy the parasite in the liver itself. So they stop the transmission of infection, malaria parasite infection from liver to RBC, so that the liver stages, liver stage is going to be progression of liver stage is going to be stopped, so which leads to attacks of malaria is stopped. That's why they are called as a casual prophylactic drug. They mainly acting on primary tissue scissions. Okay, primary tissue scisanticides means they mainly kill the scission in liver. Okay, next suppressive prophylactic agents, they mainly suppress the erythrocytic phase. Erythrocytic phase means starting from neurocytes to scission to release of neurocytes. Okay, so in this, okay, these suppressive prophylactic drugs, they will stop the maturation of this erythrocyte in the RBC. So they mainly prevent the attacks of malaria. Okay, attacks of malaria. So they are also called as a true prophylactic agents. Suppressive prophylactic agents also true prophylactic agent. So they prevent the attacks of malaria fever. Example: chloroquine, progranil, mefloquine, doxycycline. So majority of the drugs are called as blood size anticidal. Okay, tissue size anticidal is a prophylactic agent. Blood size anticidal, they can use as a anti clinical attacks of malaria, or they may be used as a suppressive property. Okay, so next third is clinical attacks of malaria. The drugs which are used for clinical attacks of malaria or clinical cure of malaria. So these are very important. They are generally in the examination, in exam they ask mainly this anti-malarial, especially about clinical attacks of malaria, like erythrocytic scissanticidal. Erythrocytic scissanticidal, ఇంకా వీటిని ఏమంటా అంటే అదర్ నేమ్ ఫర్ దిస్ ఎరిథ్రోసైటిక్ సైజాంటిసిడ్ ఇస్ కాల్ బ్లడ్ సైజాంటిసైడల్. Blood scissanticidal or erythrocytic scissanticidal, both are same. Okay, so here they mainly use they mainly works by terminates the episodes of malaria fever. Okay, by how this is going to be happen, by killing scissions present in the RBC. Okay, so they stop the infection in the RBC itself, so they prevent the spreading of infection from one RBC to other RBC. So again there are two types: fast acting and slow acting. Okay, fast acting generally used for malaria. Slow acting alone they cannot use, but they preferably combined with fast acting anti-malarial drugs. Okay, fast acting anti-malarial drugs: chloroquine, quinine, mefloquine, atropine, so on. Slow acting folic acid antagonist like progranil, pyrimethamine, sulfonamides, and tetracyclines. Next, radical cure. Okay, so radical cure majorly used as a eradication of the hypnosides. Okay, so they mainly acting on hypnosides. Radical cure means the drugs which eradicate the all forms of malaria, especially vivax and oval, from the body, especially in the liver. So they are called as scissanticidal. Okay, they mainly how works as a radical cure by killing hypnocytes present in the liver. So they are also they are called as hypnoscisanticides. Okay, example: primaquine. Okay, so this radical cure of malaria especially used only for eradication of vivax and oval. Okay, but not others, because other malaria parasite like plasmodium falciparum, plasmodium malaria, they won't produce hypnocytes. Okay. Next, gametocidal mainly they destroy gametocytes, female and male gametoid. So ultimately they stop the prevention of malaria from one humans to other humans. Okay, two drugs, major drugs are primaquine, artemisinin against all Plasmodium species, chloroquine quinine only Vivax, proguanil pyrimethamine mainly prevent the development of sporozoites. Okay, so not gametocytes, they mainly stop the development of gametocytes. This is about the therapeutic classification. Chemical classification: 4-aminoquinolines, 8-aminoquinolines, cinchona alkaloids, biguanides, dihydropyronate, antifolate, sulfonamides, tetracyclines, so on, so on. Next, coming to one by one drugs, chloroquine. So chloroquine, it is available in two isomer D and L. So D isomer is less toxic. Okay, mechanism of actions. Okay, so the chloroquine is a blood cysticidal drug. So that these are used for the clinical attacks of malaria. Please keep in mind. So these are used for clinical attacks of malaria. So how they mainly acting on parasite present in the RBC. Okay, majority of the blood cystids are anti-malaria drugs. They mainly acting on RBC stages of the parasite. Okay, so the mechanism action is generally this parasite, malaria parasite mainly depends upon hemoglobin. So globin is breakdown into heme plus globin is utilized for the malaria parasite growth and its survival. Okay, so in during this process heme is also released, but heme is highly toxic to malaria parasite. Immediately it converted into non-toxic hemozyme in the presence of heme polymerase enzyme. Okay, this heme polymerase enzyme is parasite specific drug, parasite specific enzyme which make the heme to toxic heme to non-toxic hemozyme. This step is going to be inhibited by chloroquine, quinine and mefloquine. So suppose in examination if they ask chloroquine, you can write same mechanism, quinine you can write same, mefloquine you can write same mechanism of action. Next, pharmacological actions. So pharmacological actions are classified into first is anti-malarial actions. Okay, already know that the chloroquine highly affect on erythrocytic forms of all malaria parasite, including chloroquine sensitive Plasmodium falciparum, so that it is used as a clinical attacks of malaria. And also it is acting on gametocytes of Vivax, and also but there is no activity on tissue form. Okay, tissue sizes means they won't acting on liver forms. Okay, this is antimalarial property of the chloroquine. So what is the antimalarial property? It exhibit antimalarial property by rapidly killing the erythrostatic stages of malaria, okay, of all Plasmodium species. Okay, next it also affect on gametocytes of Vivax, and there is no activity against, okay, tissue form of malaria. Okay, other action means not only effective on malaria parasite and also affect on other parasites like giardiasis, teniasis, extraintestinal amoebiasis. So it is also not only used as anti-malarial and also used as an other protozoal infections. Okay, other action means other than the parasite. So majorly it have cardiodepressant activity. So next, it have vasorelaxant activity. Next, anti-inflammatory activity, antihistaminic activity, and local anesthetic activity. Okay, so next, metabolism in the liver. High concentration happen in the liver, spleen, kidney, lungs and leukocytes. Okay, especially excessive accumulation in the retina, it cause ocular toxicity. Ocular toxicity is the major side effects. So major side effects, intolerance to the chloroquine. Intolerance is nothing but unable to tolerate the side effects of chloroquine, like GAT, nausea, vomiting, skin rashes. Okay, uh, so on. Okay, so next is ocular toxicity. High and prolonged doses generally causes retinopathy. Okay, retinopathy, constriction of arteries, edema, blue black pigmentation, constriction of field vision, these are all comes under retinopathy. CNS, so majorly insomnia, transient depression, seizure, development of seizure, neuropathy, ototoxicity, these are all CNS related. Cardiovascular system, there is a cardiac arrhythmiasis, fall in blood pressure, cardiac arrest. Okay, so these are all cardiodepressant activities there now, so that it will cause cardiac arrhythmiasis, fall in blood pressure, and heart arrest. Okay. So next is therapeutic uses. So not only used as antimalarial, it is used other parasitic like amoebiasis, giardiasis, other non-infectious diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus erythematosus, and also for the treatment of leper reaction induced by the dapsone. Okay, so on. Okay, this is the use of chloroquine. Okay, quinine. So quinine is also same mechanism of action. You can write the quinine source also. It is obtained from cinchona bark. It is cinchona gland. Antimalarial like same as that of the chloroquine. It is mainly acting on the erythrocytic form of all malaria parasite. Okay, it is also acts as a gametocidal agent for fireworks and malaria parasite. Next, it have local irritant effect, so that's why it is not indicated by IM route. Okay, so because of a highly irritant effect, it called abscess formation, means wound formation. Cardiovascular, it mainly quinine is isomer of quinidine, so that it have sodium channel blocking activity on the cardiac muscle and as well as the AV node and SA node, so that it will have cardiodepressant activity. With this, it decreases the heart rate, force of contraction, and conduction velocity. So with this, it causes bradycardia, AV block, partial or complete AV block, and heart failure. Okay, and arrhythmiasis. Okay, and hypotension also. Okay, this is all cardiovascular. Miscellaneous, it is have mild analgesic activity, antipyretic activity, so and also have curare mimetic and skeletal muscle construction activity, and uterine contraction activity is also there. Okay, so major side effect is synchronism. High concentration of quinine or high dose or prolonged doses, it cause synchronism, especially the problems of nausea, vomiting, tinnitus, headache, so vertigo, visual impairment and all. Okay, so this is synchronism. Next is cardiovascular problem, already told, cardiac arrest, bradycardia, hypotension, fatal arrhythmiasis, decrease in blood. Okay, cardiac arrest, arrhythmiasis, hypotensions, bradycardia. Next, black water fever. So black water fever is mainly resulting of hemolysis. Hemolysis of RBC, it causes release of hemoglobin into blood. So change the color of the blood is called black water fever. Hypoglycemia due to excessive release of insulin. Okay, majorly malaria. Okay, next primaquine. So primaquine is major mechanism of action is it converted into reactive metabolite. Okay, reactive metabolite. The reactive metabolite generate so many reactive oxygen species. Okay, reactive oxygen species. These reactive reaction species, they have cytotoxic effect on malaria parasite. So the primaquine it generate the highly reactive oxygen species. These reactive oxygen species, they will cause cytotoxic effect on malaria parasite, especially tissue forms. So antimalarial activity, major activity is seen in parasite present in the liver. So mainly it acts as a liver hypnocytes. They mainly kill the tissue. It is a tissue size anticidal drug. Quinine, chloroquinol, blood size anticidal, but this primaquine is a tissue size anticidal. It mainly acting on exoerythrotic cytic forms of malaria parasite, but there is a weak or no activity against erythrocytic stage, so that they are generally not used as an anti-malarial or not used as a clinical attacks of malaria. So it is only used for the radical cure of malaria, and also it is acting on gametocidal drug, so that it is used also to prevent the transmission of malaria. So it is only two uses. One is it is used as a gametocidal drug, okay, for prevention of transmission one person to other person. Second one is it is acts as a hypnocytes, okay, the eradication of the hepatic stage of Plasmodium vivax and Plasmodium ovale. Okay, so radical cure of malaria. Okay, side effects majorly GAT and hematological. GAT, pain and abdominal cramps because of irritant effect. Hemopyetics means mainly anemia and hemolytic anemia. Okay, anemia, so especially megaloblastic anemia, hemolytic anemia in only observed in glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase patient deficiency. So that's why it is contraindicated in pregnancy. Okay, so GAT only hemolysis. Hematological only side effects are, one is anemia, methemoglobinemia, anemia ఒకటి, methemoglobinemia, cyanosis and hemolytic anemia. Okay, so use only, it is used for relapsing fever, relapsing of the malaria, and also to prevent the transmission. Okay, uh, next is so next drugs are dihydrofolate reductase enzyme inhibitors. Actually, two drugs are there. One is proguanil and pyrimethamine. So, proguanil and pyrimethamine both are have same mechanism of action. So, but pyrimethamine directly it inhibits the dihydrofolate reductase. With this, there is no formation of active form of folic acid, which results into there is a decrease in the nucleic acids production protein synthesis required for the survival of the malaria parasite. But proguanil is a biguanide converted into cycloguanil, is active form of the proguanil. After that, it will inhibit the dihydrofolate reductase enzyme. Okay, so but they're mainly acting on the mainly acting on the axis tissue, blood size and cell activity, but they have weak blood size and cell activity, so they can use for the treatment of malaria. Because of the less potent, generally they are combined with other drugs. Okay, so as a prophylactic agents, and also for other blood size needed for the treatment of malaria. So major problems of these drugs here, one is GAT effect like stomatitis and mouth ulcers. Second one is anemia, megaloblastic anemia. Okay, and as well as decrease in all the blood counts, RBC, WBC, and platelets. So sulfadoxine and pyrimethamine. One sulfonamide, one is pyrimethamine. So cotrimoxazole. What is cotrimoxazole? Fixed combination of trimethoprim plus sulfamethoxazole. But here is you are combining one dihydrofolate reductase enzyme inhibitors and folic acid inhibitors. Sulfonamides and pyrimethamine is a fixed combinations. Okay. So this is the drug. Okay. So mechanism is already known. Next, artemisinin is very important. Artemisinin. Okay. So artemisinin and then derivative. Artemisinin is a one of the terpenoid. Okay, so obtained from artemisinin anuia, it is a sesquiterpene lactone derivative. So it is acting as a more potent, rapid acting blood size anticidal. Okay, blood size anticidal. Okay, like chloroquine, it is more potent and rapidly acting blood size anticidal, so that they are used for the treatment of clinical attacks of malaria. So these are three types: artesunate, artemether, arteether. So artesunate is a water soluble, so it is given by oral, IM and IV. But artemether, arteether are lipid soluble. They are mainly meant for injections by IM, okay, so they are given by IM injections. Okay, so next. So artesunate is very important. These are new class of anti-malarial drugs, so please remember. Okay, so this what is the mechanism of action of blood size and activity obtained from these drugs is, so they have endoperoxide bridge in their structure. Okay, see, in there they have peroxide bridge. This endoperoxide bridge, okay, in the presence of heme iron, is going to be cleave. Okay, it is going to be cleaved. It results into production of, okay, so highly reactive free radicals. These free radicals will damage the parasite membrane. Okay, so they cause blood size anticidal activity, antimalarial activity. The free radicals which exhibit cytotoxic effect on the malaria parasite. These highly reactive free radicals, they produce cytotoxic effect on the malaria parasite. Okay, artesunate, artemether, and arteether. Okay, adverse effects. Major adverse effects are, one is GAT, like nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain. One more problem is mainly cardiovascular problem. That is nothing but arrhythmias, cardiac arrhythmias. Okay, it is represented in the ECG in the form of ST segment elevation and as well as QT prolongation and hypersensitivity reaction. These three. Okay, so one more is they are highly susceptible to the RBC membrane to rupture, so that they cause hemolysis. Okay, hemolysis, that is called dark urine. Okay, hemolysis, EC's abnormalities, cardiac arrhythmias, and GAT nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain. Okay, this is about the anti-malarial drugs. Sometimes in examination they ask about chemotherapy of malaria. For this, please remember this management of malaria. So what are the drugs? You can write the what are the drugs which are used for the prophylaxis of malaria. Just you write down the combination of drugs. Next, what is the duration? Next, what are the drugs which are used for the chloroquine sensitive malaria? Next, what are the drugs which are used for chloroquine resistant malaria? And so this is you can write in the examinations. Okay, so this is about next, and also you can write the what is the treatment of severe and complicated plasmodium malaria. Okay, so this is nothing but chemotherapy. Okay, in chemotherapy you can write down the what are the drugs used for prophylaxis, chloroquine sensitive malaria, chloroquine resistant malaria, and so treatment of severe and complicated plasmodium malaria species. Just to write down the drugs combination. So with this we completed anti-malarial drugs.